Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. And today we're going to begin a series of beers from one of the very best brewers in Japan, if not the best, and that brewery is called Shiga Kogen. And Shiga Kogen is located in Nagano Prefecture in the northern part of Nagano, near a kind of famous ski resort in Nagano. And they're connected with the very old sake maker called Tamamura Honten. And that sake brewer began business in 1805, so quite a while ago. And the beer section of that brewery, as many sake brewers began expanding into beer as sake sales began dropping in Japan. And the head brewer is named Sato Eigo, and he's the director and head brewer at Shiga Kogen Beer. And he joined them in 2003, and they began producing from 2004. And Shiga Kogen is kind of well known for using a lot of their own ingredients. They grow, for example, 20% of the hops that they use, they grow themselves. And in their famous Yamabushi series of beers, saisons, they use 100% of their own hops. And they have a nice core line of beer, which you can check out if you go online. You can order from their website. And they do lots of different one-offs during the year and kind of seasonals and that sort of thing. And they have a tap room where you can go called the Teppa Room, and also a shop in their main brewery building, sake brewery building, and they also have the farmhouse, which is a restaurant. So there are like 3 locations in the area where you can find their beer easily. And in fact, when I was there once in the town of Nakano, not far away, I found a lot of their beers in the local 7-Eleven. So, and they used to have, before COVID, an annual beer festival, which is one of the best in Japan. It's called the Snow Monkey Beer Live, a beer and music festival. And they would invite brewers from around the world to this event, but it's been canceled for the last couple of times. In any case, they are one of the better brewers in Japan, and they are always putting out all kinds of new interesting beers. And they are certainly one of the breweries you should know about in Japan, for sure. And I am wearing their shirt, which I bought there. It reads in Japanese, Nigai Jinsei. And Nigai means bitter, and Jinsei means life. Bitter life. So it's, I guess, kind of a pun for hops and beer, but this is the shirt that kind of typifies their style. The beer we're going to look at, well, we'll look at 9 different beers from Shiga Kogen, and I hope you tune in for each one of them. Okay. And today we look at another beer from Shiga Kogen and Tamamura Honten Shiga Kogen. And today's beer is kind of an interesting one and has a very interesting name. It's called FakePils, Shiga Kogen FakePils, and it is a blonde golden ale, 5%, 30 international bittering units, and this is fairly recent one. In fact, it was made in July, about a month ago or so. Or bottled then. It was added to Rate Beer at that point. And Rate Beer has only 1 rating, and that's at 3.6. And on Untappd, there were 73 ratings when I just checked, and the average for them was 3.72, a little bit higher. So, and Untappd is added as a Pils, and it's actually a blonde golden ale. It has Pilsner malt and European hops, both German and Czech hops, but a British ale yeast. Okay, so it is not a Pilsner, it's a FakePils. And on their their blog, which is called slow brewing. He explains that it's a blonde ale that really wanted to be a Pilsner. Okay, and so we'll see how it goes here. So this is kind of a hybrid, or attempt at a hybrid, a blonde ale with Pilsner ingredients, Pils malt and European hops. So let's see how this one is. Should be interesting. Kind of an unusual one from them. I don't know. They made a lager? Is Shiga Kogen made a lager? I do not know. I should check that and see. They're quite famous for their ales, very definitely, and certainly for their saisons. Okay, so this is somewhat hazy, sort of bright golden, dark pastel yellow with a thin, kind of somewhat sticky lace, white head, and the aroma. Okay. It does seem more like a blonde ale, I would have to say, than a Pilsner. I'm not getting Pilsner notes so much from it. Not even the hops. 30 IBUs. Okay. It's got some light tangy fruitiness. I don't know, what is some medicinal perhaps? Yeah, okay. Maybe some light citrus in the middle too as well. I wouldn't peg this as a Pilsner. Or really as a blonde ale. Unusual British ale yeast. To me it seems like a kind of a heavy, fruity, pale ale. Yeah. And overall I don't think terribly successful. It's tasty, interesting, but not quite so satisfying. I mean, it hits this nice fruity note. It has some tangy hops in the mid palate, but then it kind of fades out. It's fairly one-dimensional, maybe two-dimensional, but that is about it. In any case, you might want to try this out. Again, it's called Shiga Kogen FakePils. It's a blonde golden ale with Pilsner ingredients. So, as I said, a blonde ale that wants to be a Pilsner. So give it a try. Okay, we'll be looking at more Shiga Kogen beers, and I do have a playlist for them, so you can check them out. I've reviewed quite a few. And as I said, they are one of the better breweries in Japan, for sure, that you need to know. And their slogan is Nigai Jinsei, bitter life. That's it for today. Take care, stay healthy. Bye-bye.